None of that. Nah, twisted, nigga. Understand this. All I'm doing is shedding light on what's going on. My nigga, this ain't an image we promoting. None of that. I'm not promoting gangbanging in no shape, form, or fashion. None of that. Nah, twisted, nigga. Understand this. All I'm doing is shedding light on what's going on. My nigga, this ain't an image we promoting. None of that. I'm not promoting gangbanging in no shape, form, or fashion. None of that. Nah, twisted, nigga. Understand this. All I'm doing is shedding light on what's going on.
You know, how come you're not blinging and having all kind of crazy diamonds and all that? I guess you're here to get your money right, huh?
All the time, I mean, you know, all that is cool for the image and all that, but all them is liabilities, you feel me? I'd rather invest in some real estate, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, can you repeat that again, man? You're up and coming artist. What did you say you want to do?
I said invest in some assets as opposed to trick off my money on some liabilities like diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Cars that lose value, so you drop them off the lot.
So you're trying to get land.
Exactly, homie. A real asset. Take care of my people, because you know it look good, but at the end of the day, you losing value, homie. It ain't appreciating, it's depreciating. It's losing value.
What do you think? Why do you think it's so hard for people to get that message? You know, I mean, one half you get guys that say they got to impress the females. Female ain't trying to talk to you unless you blinged out. On the other hand, you got other people feel like they got to show off to the homies and impress them with their riches. I mean, what do you think is how do we get that out of that mindset?
Man, I feel like that's insecurity. Material things ain't nothing. You feel me? At the end of the day, it's who you with.
You know, how come?
So I don't feel we got time to be beefing. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. That's divine conflict. You know what I'm saying? That's Willie Lynch. You know what I mean? We got a common enemy in these capitalists that's taking control of our assets and colonizing what we doing. As far as rap music, as far as our continent we came from, our culture and all that. Like, we got a common enemy, so we ain't got time to have issues amongst ourselves. But you became successful and I became a failure, make me feel a certain way about myself. Because we had we dealt the same deck of cards. You know what I mean? So I feel like my success affects the people closest to me the most. A person that don't know me might root for me, you know what I mean, and be happy for me. And a person that know me and come from the same environment, had the same cards dealt it in, that keep going to jail, don't have no money, never made their parents proud or their mama proud, never did anything that they could look in the mirror and be proud of. You know what I mean? It can make them feel a certain way, and it's intense. And that shit manifests into jealousy, hate, violence. You know what I mean? It's deep because it's a stigma about artists becoming Hollywood, especially street artists going Hollywood. But it's almost like, if you don't, you're going to sacrifice yourself for the opinions of others. You know what I mean? So people look at you as a keep it real. I think we identify with a way of dressing. 1970-something to like 1990-something. That's the part of LA, that's the era of LA that's being represented. Now from the 90s on to right now, ain't been spoke on. I'm born in 85, my nigga, you feel me? I was growing up from 85 to right now. So that's my point of reference, you feel me? A lot done happened in LA, you feel me? Niggas and all type of shit that went on, my nigga. They done made 3 strike laws, gang enhancements, gang injunctions, all type of shit. So if I come out rapping like Snoop and Dre and them niggas talking about palm trees and lolos and house parties, that ain't the case. Cause we can't even have a party. The police hopping out in paddy wagons, locking niggas up for associating with each other, for having cell phones on, for having white t-shirts on, for having tattoos. My little homegirl just got 12 years, she 18, for a gang enhancement. You feel me? She got off on a nigga and banged the hood. 60s, nigga. It wasn't the beating a nigga up, that's assault. That's gonna hold probably a year or two. Once she banged 60.
She got 12 years, she was throwing up the set.
It's called a gang enhancement. And they had her on 19 camera. And what that means is that the crime you did, okay, serious or not, you did it for the benefit of your hood. So now you're not being judged individually. It's not your name. It's not NipC Hussle or Ermias Ascadon. My real name is active affiliated member of the Rolling 60s, who was responsible for countless amounts of murder, mayhem, and all type of other shit throughout the city. And that's how they convict you in court, on camera. And what that a way of looking, a way of talking. And we feel like we don't talk, dress, look, act, and think like that. We on the outside of something. We not on the inside. We not a part of what's going on. We not necessarily, you know, cool, if that's the word we use, right? So I think that's what we should address also. Like, it ain't cool to be getting pulled over 3 or 4 times a week. It's not cool going back and forth to jail on BS. It's not cool putting your family through changes and your mama getting late night phone calls, and that's not cool. What's cool is figuring your way out, take care of your folks, putting your people on new information that's going to empower this next generation. I think we ought to lace our youngsters and tell them, like, you know, think it's chess, it's not checkers. Yeah, all right, you might feel like you look a certain way by carrying yourself, walking away, talking away, being solo, but what's your end game? What you out here for? What are you after? And when I started asking myself some questions, I was able to make decisions a lot better. Because I wasn't thinking what looked cool. I'm thinking, what outcome do I want? I want to be successful. I don't want to go get life in jail like the gang of people I grew up with. I want to stand up on my potential. And then I start making decisions based on what I want. I've been in jail. Nobody in jail wants to be in jail. Everybody calling their lawyer, calling their girl, asking for pictures, stressing, trying to get out as soon as possible. So if you know that you don't want to be in there before you get there, it might make a little sense to consider that with your decision-making process, you know? Yeah.
What's better for you is worse for and vice versa. So I always be wary of friendly negotiation vibes where it's like, come on, bro, bro, I don't even want to talk to you. I don't even want to get close to you. I don't even want to know you like that. You're going to affect my ability to tell you, hell no, fuck you. Let's do our negotiation honor.
And that's how a lot of people fuck up in the black community.
100%.
Because they come around us hugging and kissing and all that. Hey, let's drink, let's go party, here's some hoes, that type of thing.
And it watered down how aggressive you are in the negotiation because you start to feel like it's a us or a we thing. But until we agree on some terms, it's me against you. What's better for you, just by the nature of the negotiation, is worse for me. If you getting 40% and I'm getting 60 and I'm trying to get 70, that means you're going to get 30. That means that you're going to get less money based on how shrewd I negotiate.
Yeah.
And we know what everybody operating off of, self-interest. Nobody ain't hustling for somebody else's pocket, period. You got a cold look on your face. What you got up your sleeve, my nigga?
Nothing, man.
What else coming with this freestyle, my nigga? Should I get ready? What's going on?
Authenticate the word, I'm on 63rd. Between Brian Hurst and Vic Wall and Killer's word. Burgundy your curve, burgundy your curve. Hit the gas and swerve, hit the gas and swerve. When it's time to purge, I can send a word. But I don't send them, I go with them, cause I'm risk averse. And this shit, realer than life. When you see so much death, you start feeling it's right. When you grade so fucked up, you start dealing with Christ. And if you ever make it out, you give different advice. Put my truth in this music, hope I'm giving them light. Just another flawed human trying to get this shit right. 740 LI, spend a killing 100,000 while I ride. Stonewash, fear of God like peanut butter on rye. Real shit, a nigga touching the sky. Every day I wake up, I refine. You see me drinking alcohol. By any means, I gave you a design. Even titled it, put it on my corner to shine. Keep shit going every morning I try.
You got a cold look on your face. Everybody operate off logic. What's good for them.
Sure.
And that create opportunities. And that create, lack of code. And you see all type of weirdo shit going on, because everybody operating off logic. This is a good move. This is a good look.
It's a good look for me.
Yeah, but it's codes and it's rules. And that's where the heart gonna stop you.
That's right.
From doing goofy shit and doing, disloyal and just playing yourself for the opportunity.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For an opportunity that can just fade away.
You're gonna consume the opportunity, and then it's gonna be done, and you're gonna have on your record that the way you got to the opportunity was fraud, and that's not gonna go nowhere.
Bar.
Everybody operate off logic. What's good in terms of what the world is. The world is at a transitional point, and the message and culture is so powerful that a destructive message at this point, I don't believe could exist. I think that Drake was needed on some love, balance the world. Cause I grew up with 50 Cent was the hot shit, shooting shit, bro.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
I remember.
It was gun culture, and the music influenced the streets. Now everybody got a girlfriend and got tattoos and drink lane. You know what I'm saying? Because the culture was that influential, and I think that the world is transitioning
You familiar with like physics? I don't want to go way crazy.
Go ahead.
So they look into space and see where they draw their energy to see what type of civilization they are. So if you get your energy from the planet you live on, you're a type 0 civilization.
Okay.
That's Earth.
Yep.
But we at a point of transition going to type 1 because we are getting into solar energy. We are harnessing the atmosphere's energy right now. So we are transitioning in terms of in terms of what the world. Words is powerful, you know? And I think that the ability to articulate, you know, you could really impact people, you know, with words. Obviously, you're a clear case of that. Both of y'all, you know, being in as an author, as a TV host, and just somebody that communicates for a living. So I just think that having an experience, a human experience in LA, and just in the streets and the real culture, coming from gang culture, and articulating that through music, became inspiring to people that's in that life.
Right.
And even people outside of it, not to cut you off.
No, I don't want to cut you off.
Word.
How much hard work does it really take for you to do what you do and be where you are right now and sacrifice?
Man, you know, I be juggling. You know what I'm saying? I juggle a lot. I play a lot of positions. You know what I mean? So, my mentality when I do start to be like, damn, this is a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, that's what it's supposed to feel like. If you are going toward what the vision look like, and that's like greatness. That's, you know, on multiple levels. That's the vision that I'm working toward. So I'm like, I just think about that. Like, this shit ain't supposed to feel, you know, comfortable. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. It's supposed to stretch you. It's supposed to be a burden to a degree. And you gotta, you know, wrap your mind around that and accept it and embrace it. And you catch the wisdom off of that. You know what I mean?
How much
space with trading and exchanging different forms of currency, different times of acquisition, different times of selling. It's very similar to the stock market. So there's people over the last 5-6 years that became very successful trading currencies via different platforms. And so what it is there'll be a big trade that takes place and you'll hear about it next week. And they try to mirror it, but the opportunity came and passed. Very similar to stocks. So what happened with Followcoin gives you the opportunity. It blends the social networking element with the purely financial element of being involved and being aware of great opportunities with socializing people that know about the great opportunities. So what it is a mix, and it's a platform where you can follow successful traders. You already know the top 10 traders in cryptocurrency, and if you don't, they'll be listed, or the top 50, or the top 100, however dynamic you want to be. Space.
Look, nothing can save us and we realized it. We knew the outcome and we still tried it. That South Central state of mind, I'm in the field logic. To be a real rider, you took this shit to the extreme where you ain't feel honest. Now this blood is on your hands, you hope these bills wash it. Sinking deeper in regret, now it's the real faucet. See everybody go for self, that was the real slaucet. But do this win, lose or draw, that was a real promise. From death do us, what's most important was rep to us. Set schoolers to love a line, respect shooters. Reflect to it, this year I'm dropping my best music. Hope you niggas get rich and then reinvest to it. I wish you niggas successes minus the stress to it. Lot of stages, lot of losses and regrets to it. The game of life you ain't the type that would accept losing. Whatever's left to it, flying in a jet to it. Look.
As a gangbanger, right, when you go on a mission, you might, when you're looking for your so-called enemy, you driving through a different hood, down the street. You know, it's an invisible line. You cross this street, now you in another hood. And you hunting. And when you looking, you going to pass up the dude that's dressed square, right? You're going to pass up a dude from a different race. When you see somebody that's dressed like you dress and got the walk like you got and got the body language like you, you're going to say, there you go, get him. And that's deep. Whew. You know what I'm saying? When you really unpack that.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You looking for yourself just on the other side of town. And you're going to hop out and attack him and try to down him in a real way. And being caught up in gangbanging culture, you don't think that deep. You just think of, these niggas came through and shot the hood up. We about to go back through there and return the favor. But as you really mature as a
What? You think they killed him?
Why do they kill all holistic doctors?
Messing up the...
I call my thing the marathon because I'm not gonna lie and portray this ultimate poise like I've had it figured out. Nah, I just didn't quit. That's the only distinguishing quality from me and probably whoever else going through this or went through this or is gonna go through this is that I ain't quit. I went through every emotion. I went through every emotion with trying to pursue what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I think that what gonna separate whoever's gonna try to go for something is that you ain't gonna quit. Unless, you're gonna really take the stance if I'm gonna die behind what I'm getting at right now. I call my...
To me rolling, tipping my chauffeur. Niggas look jealous.
Like you said, it's just like everything else. Africa was full of natural resources. What they do? All the diamonds, they came and got it. All the gold, they came and got it. All the niggas, they came and got us. You know what I mean? It's the continent is raped of all its resources. So, you know what I mean? I guess the word they call it is colonialism. When they come and colonize your land and take the resources.
That nigga just thought you was a regular gangbang.
Yeah, I'm
using words like that.
Yeah, we said it earlier. Like I educated myself. At one point I was ignorant and lost, but like you got to know yourself before you do anything. Before you can make a record, before you can have an opinion, you got to know yourself. So, the same thing going on with rap music. The same thing going on with all of our culture. Whether it's gang banging, whether it's trapping down south, whether it's hip hop, whatever it is, like if a motherfucker see it as an asset or as a resource, we don't got no mean.
Collection of info on Dr. Sebi.
Yeah.
We just left his space today to get some more products.
Oh, yeah.
Again, like when I seen your doc on Haiti, it made me think, why people don't know about why it gotta be somebody's agenda for us to not know about this story.
Yeah.
So when I found out about Sebi, and it's about his case that he beat in 1985.
Yeah, that AIDS case.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Why isn't that like the no disrespect, like Rosa Parks? We all know about Rosa Parks didn't get up from her seat. That's an honorable example of, somebody from our history.
Yes, indeed.
Sebi going to court and proving that he cured AIDS.
Absolutely.
Come on, why we don't know about that?
Absolutely.
And
and he just died mysteriously down there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you know how they play.
Oh yeah.
Niggas was tweeting me, Hussle, be careful, man. Your plane gonna go down. I say, you niggas better ride for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't pray, ride for it.
Yeah, that's it. Collection. You short-stopping that grind. Why do niggas get killed for hustling in front of a nigga spot? You short-stopping the grind. And these niggas, they check is billions. You got niggas that get flipped for a couple $100,000. So you playing with some pharmaceutical money, And what's crazy, I'm working on doing a documentary on the trial in 1985 when Dr. Sebi went to trial against New York, right? Because he put in the newspaper he cured AIDS.
Yeah. Did
he beat the case. And he went to federal court the next day and beat that case on record.
Yep.
And nobody talk about it.
That's crazy. Imagine being able to cure cancer or being able to cure any type of herpes. Just all kinds of
And that's what he do, by the way.
That's what he did, yeah. Why you think they killed him?
Why do they kill all holistic doctors?
Messing up the medical industry.
You short-stopping that grind. Why do niggas get killed for hustling in front of a nigga spot? You short-stopping the grind. And these niggas, they check is billions. You got niggas that get flipped for a couple $100,000. So you playing with some pharmaceutical money, And what's crazy, I'm working on doing a documentary on the trial in 1985 when Dr. Sebi went to trial against New York, right? because he put in the newspaper, he cured AIDS.
Yeah.
He beat the case. And he went to federal court the next day and beat that case on record.
Yep.
And nobody talked about it.
That's crazy. Imagine being able to cure cancer or being able to cure any type of herpes. Just all kinds of
And that's what he do, by the way.
That's what he did, yeah.
With 9% unemployment and companies desperate to hire engineers, you'd think undergrads would be lining up to major in the sciences.
Poverty, rejection, horrible education.
We have reached a tipping point here where there are so few people controlling so much wealth that everybody else is struggling to pay for education, for any kind of economic mobility, for job training, for changing jobs, anything like that. And the fear is, if you don't do something about it, it becomes permanent wolf, and we have a world of a whole lot of have-nots and only a few haves.
With 9
If it was garbage, I would have told him, but I was really shocked. He was like, bro, you wrote that?
Yeah. He's a true icon and, you know, so culturally significant.
Sometimes you gotta talk to him, NipC. Sometimes they can't handle it, though. But we don't care.
If it was garbage.
It's like at the highest level of business, you spend money to create income. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take a while to get your end back, but after that, you in the green. Catching and paying attention, studying wealth, and studying how people can succeed in the game. Okay, that income, you don't even count it. You don't see it for what it is. You're in a good position. That's all the bosses play. It's like, one thing I noticed about myself, I think, thoughts is powerful in all facets. Because even my career, even my life, things end up turning out exactly how I visualized it. Not in this time frame I expected. You always want shit to happen overnight. But I just had clear visions. And your thoughts are powerful. That shit come to life if you stick to your script. One thing. I believe in you work with what you got, man.
What would you say has been your biggest mistake?
Not trusting my instincts. Sometimes, I and not to sound sexist, but even just as a man, we so logical, we so driven by logic and so driven by facts that sometimes we can't move without facts. But if you got trust in your gut, and you got trust in your instinct, and you learn that as you grow older and you mature, that you'll sometimes you don't need facts. You can just go off your gut and how you feel about things.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So just being confident in, I don't need confirmation. If I feel it, I trust how I feel. I know my intentions is pure. My instincts is like connection to a higher understanding. You don't need the facts all the time. Just go off how you feel. So I think that I've learned to listen to my gut and my instincts more and be confident and make a decision off of that.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's true. What would you say has been your biggest mistake?
Not trusting my instincts. Sometimes, you know, it was a higher purpose, I believe, for what we're doing over here. It wasn't to get in trouble with the police. It wasn't to be a menace to the area. It wasn't to, continue a tradition of self-destruction. It was to build. And so all the obstacles and everything we went through for being misjudged and misunderstood, it didn't stop us. It wasn't a brick wall. It was a speed bump. And I embraced it as the resistance, the gravity. I'm trying to do something great. You know what I mean? You're going to lay in the bed you make. You're not going to get away with nothing in terms of the energy. You know what I mean? You might beat the camera or the police. They might not catch you for what you're doing, but the energy is always going to return to you. So when you're just living in this cycle of being negative all day and just putting out negativity and that's the only energy you putting out, it's going to return to you in different forms than you put it out in. So I would just say, master your energy. Do your best to master your energy and what you put out, unless that's what you want, because you're entitled to whatever you want to create, whatever experience you want to create for yourself. But if you're tired of that shit, adjust the energy. You know what I mean? As best you can, adjust what you wake up thinking and what you say, and then lastly what you do. And that's not an easy thing to do because it's such a pressure in these areas to just go by the way things are.